Let's take a look at the inverter remote display. Now right now we don't have any shore power incoming. Our inverter is off. So the first thing that we would want to do is press this power button. Once we press the power button, it's going to power up. It does take a little bit for the inverter to completely boot up and load everything to supply that power in. So we're going to give it just a moment. And then it'll display our information as far as our battery voltage, and it will show that the batteries are supplying that AC power coming into the camper. Now, depending on the build out of your camper, what inverter you have, what batteries you have, there's a few things that are different. The inverter may only power your outlets and your microwave, and then if you get the lithium package, it's going to power your outlets, your microwave, and your air conditioner. So now that it's booted up, it's showing that we have 13.4 volts on our battery. The battery is supplying the incoming AC shore power, or the incoming AC power, to our components at this point. Now with this, there's a couple of other things that we can do. We can press the up arrow button, scroll through some other readings. This U1 just shows the software that is in the inverter itself. It has a U2 software and a U3. Now this U3 software here is an outdated software, and this is on an older model. We've intentionally left it outdated so we could do this video and also show how to update an inverter. That'll be a separate video, but we will show how to do that in a separate video later. Once you do that, you just press up again back to our main screen. Now, when you're in inverter mode, running off of batteries, you can get into the settings of the inverter. There's two ways. Either here directly at the remote display or through your app using the Bluetooth. First, we're going to go ahead and take a look here. You press and hold the OK button. Then it's going to load up into your settings. You can press the up button to scroll through these. When you find the setting that you want to change, you'd simply press OK. It's going to display the next. You'd press up to change that. You can set it to whatever it should be. We do have a list of the proper settings to make sure those are appropriate, and those are based on the batteries that you have. Once you have it, you just simply press OK again. I'm not going to, because I don't actually want to make this change. So I'd hit escape and get out of it completely. Now, once that's done, pretty much everything else is in battery mode. Just go about your normal day utilizing your components, but you would want to watch the battery voltage either here. If you have AGM batteries, which you'll see this slowly decline. If you have lithium, you'd most likely want to load up your lithium battery app and watch the state of charge there, because lithiums just work slightly different, to where they're going to maintain a high voltage and then drop off after a period of time. I do recommend turning the inverter off when you're not using it, especially if you're leaving this to the on button and you're hooking to AC shore power, because if you lose shore power for any reason, it's immediately going to kick the inverter on. You may not be aware of it, and then be using battery power when you think you're using your shore power. Just press that button to turn it off. Next thing we're going to do is take a look how to interact with it, or what to expect when you are hooked to shore power. So I'm going to go ahead and connect our shore power now. So now we'll see the top green light is on, showing that we are connected to the grid. Shore power is coming in. The batteries have kicked immediately from the charger to bulk charge mode, so it is showing that AC power is coming in, bulk charging our batteries currently, and the bypass is just coming over to supply that incoming AC power to the rest of the camper. So again, if you ever wanted to get into the settings, it works the same way. You press and hold the OK button until the settings screen displays. And it didn't work that time. So again, You'll do it the same way. You'll press and hold the OK button until the settings displays. Once the setting displays come up, again, just press the up button until you get to the setting you want to change. Press OK to select that setting, then the up button again to change it, and then OK once you're done. When you're completely finished and want to get out, you just hit the escape button and back to the main screen. Now here I do want to show on our main screen, we've already changed from bulk to absorption mode. That's what this ABS stands for. You're going to see three different ones: bulk, absorption, and float. Float, when it's in float, it means you're pretty well charged. It's going to be trickle charging. Absorption gives it a specific amount of voltage to bring it up close to that float, and bulk charge is going to do a high voltage but also a high amount of amps to bring that battery up.